Hi. Howdy, everybody. I hope you're good. I hope you're having a fantastical Thursday. Had to think about it. So, I finally got to experience the YouTube. Hi, Ray! YouTube finally rolled out dual streaming, horizontal horizontal and vertical. So I'm testing that out today. I also experienced that my intro screen is not perfectly like centered. So at the moment it's just it's one stream, but the vertical is like cropped and it's only capable of cropping in the middle. So that's why I'm throwing my dub mess in the middle today so that it doesn't look weird if it pops up on vertical streams. But yeah, my starting stream, the text is not perfectly symmetrical and not perfectly centered, and that makes me want to poop my pantalones. Is what it is. A lot of my things are perfectly symmetrical. Gotta be a real freak to watch horizontal. I feel like you pooping was gonna happen regardless. Hey, what? Asymmetry is very Yugi coded? No, the frick it isn't. No, it ain't. Wait a minute. Scoot. Hey, guess what? Last minute I fixed this tablet to work on my Yuki Onna model, my winter model. Yippee! So now you can see that. Alright. Behold! This is what I've done so far. Am I cooking? Am I roasting? Am I sauteing? The funny thing is I draw like asymmetrically. Like my canvas is never perfectly centered. So that's gonna be fun. Also, Spartan Fox, hi! Thank you! You're grilling. You love to hear it. Not a horse guy. Rip. I was trying to do something a little different, a little specific, and I just kind of want to revert to what I do anyways. Ain't that crazy? Let's do some skin shading, shall we? Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, so I found out after losing all of my brushes and settings and all of that fun stuff that I guess Clip Studio has like updated and some of its old like default brushes and what have you were also just gone, but some beautiful soul put them up on the Clip Studio Assets store, so I grabbed some of them because they're good. They do what you need. I don't understand why they'd get rid of them. I don't need like crazy fancy brushes, just give me the OGs. Big crock of shit. And the fact that they got rid of the 3D body models is also a big crock of shit. Like, what is up with that? Hunk of dookie. I just realized, well, I mean, I didn't just realize, but it's just like more settling in that vertical streams without being able to like arrange it and crop it how you need is gonna be so ass, and I feel so bad. It's like designed for those boring ass, no offense to no offense to face cam streamers. I'm sure you're cooking. I'm sure you're a valuable part of society. It's not for me. You know, I complain a lot about Ibis Paint, but starting to think upgrading to CSP might not be a great idea. I mean, it is a really great program. And also, I could not be bothered to deal with a frickin' application that's like free, quote unquote, except it's so ad driven that it's like impossible to use unless you're like watching ads or paying for it. And I would rather fist my ass than to deal with that. I hate ads. I hate ads. Can't stand them. Hate them. It used to be so fair with ads. That's what I thought. Like I used to vouch for Ibis Paint even though I never really used it and wasn't particularly interested in it, to be honest. Before I got Clip Studio Paint, I had a totally legal copy, wink wink, trust me bro, of Paint Tool Sai 2. And I was really resistant to change, but the assets and the brushes and everything that Clip Studio Paint has is just too good to turn down. Like, so many of its features, chef's kiss. That, and if you want to be a comic artist, it's so good. I used to fight for this app, bro, defending it my life. I understand. I really do. Excuse me while I sit like a cross-legged demon. I mean, it's really awesome for like young people, like kids just starting to draw, or people that like, it's just a hobby, because I don't know, man, being able to be an artist shouldn't be like kept behind a few dollar signs, in my humble onion. And not that the program designers like don't deserve to be paid for their hard work, but I feel like it should be like what the Adobe programs used to be, where it's a one-time payment. Which, I mean, my Clip Studio is a one-time payment. But if you want to use it on like a tablet or a phone, then you're paying a sub. I hate sub models! Is bread better than key? Huh? Bread you can eat. Keys you can't, so I'm not sure what you mean there, bro. Broski? Ropotamus? Brooder? I know they need money to stay afloat, but holy shit, watching 2 to 4 ads every time I want to draw is insane. I gave it a good old-fashioned, honest try some years ago on my phone. I had... oh my gosh, I don't even remember what kind of phone it was. But it had a little drawing pen. And I was like, you know what, let me give drawing on my phone a try. So I downloaded Ibis Paint. I might have even done it, like, for a video to prove a point. But the ads pissed me off so bad! Drives me bonkers. I can't stand it. Oh, want to use this specific kind of brush? Want to, like, try it out? Watch an ad. How about you watch a turd slide out of my butt? I hate! I'm full of anger and hate. Ibis has drawing, intense big brain noises, yep. Oh, hello. I was also driven crazy by like the update and lack of some tools, because so many of the tools like apply color, but they're not great at like blending and like moving color, which is, I mean, it's my favorite part of like a lot of tools. So it was like, what the freak? And a lot of tools that I tried out, like none of them really hit the spot. So re-downloading them made me feel better. That's also not centered. Boo. Let me try to center it. Tee-hee. Do, 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 do. I like potato. I'm a potato enjoyer. I will always vouch for a good tater. I second this statement, so true. Gnome bros? I'm gnoming so hard right now. Is that stupid? Is this shading stupid? Should I go back to what it was? I'm dying? I'm vomiting? Bro? You good? Also, homie, you can't gatekeep potatoes. They're awesome. Have you tried to stop doing that? Does this look like Dookie Poo Poo? Rice's face? Potatoes overrated, Biggie? Stop talking. You are under arrest. I'm going crazy. I can't do this anymore. Snart, you good, homie? I regret buying Stardew. When did you buy Stardew? Also, why would you regret it? Stardew is such a banger. Bite into a raw potato, then I would. It's crunchy. Some might even say delicious. Binky, that is a bad take. Oh, raw? No. I would do it. Say bet. I'd do it. I'd rather eat raw potato over like many other options there are out there. It needs to be transformed to be decent. That sounds like quitter talk. Potato not as good as bread. I gotta think about that. But I'm also a gluten intolerant person. What veggie could taste worse than raw potato? Every single one that's green? Don't listen to him, he's a hater. Pizza healthy and veggie. So true. Got me shaking my head. Got me SMing my age. I don't know that I like putting a little shine on her nose like this. If I did it above. Tried salted cucumbers? That's not a vegetable! Broccoli is good, spinach, good, eggplant, good, onions, amazingly good, and shallots, super good, are all sub-potato. Yoo-hoo, big summer blowout! Cauliflower, good. Stale water pressed on the foot. Stop talking. Stop talking. Mods ban that guy. You cauliflower. It's good in small doses, and it's good for you. It's not good for my taste buds. I mean, I'm not really gonna argue for cauliflower because I'm not really a cauliflower eater. Now, broccoli, on the other hand. Cucumber alone is just water. I mean, it's very water heavy. Like some other things like freaking watermelon, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe, lope. Cantaloupe, lope. I hate watermelons. What? Do you, like, hate having a good time? Do you hate food that's delicious? Cucumber is one of the best. The OGs. The baddies. Tastes good, looks good, smells good. You could pickle it. You could season it. It's good on its own. It smells awesome. You chop a cucumber and the whole room smells good. Are you trying to tell me that I'm wrong? Better than a pea shooter. What is a pea shooter? It smells like rank water. Boy, if you don't shut your mouth. Never noticed the cucumber smell? I'm lost. Maybe this is like a country difference thing? Never known cucumber to be so pungent makes a whole room smell? There ain't no way. Why are you sniffing I'm not sitting here huffing cucumbers. You cut them and the room smells. Like you could smell them. This is not mind-blowing information. Cucumber smell like mango in the right lighting? Cucumber smell makes me gag? Okay. Okay, dude. Okay, bro. I'd have a cucumber, snort the water out of it. Same, bro. Same. Alright, I'll stop talking about food. You're making me hungry, and I just ate. Onions make me gag. Average youngin' opinion. You know, onions are like so essential for food. Like so many things that you enjoy, I am sure onions have a hand in them. It's like onions and burgers, like the large chunks. Yeah, I can't eat them like raw. They give me heartburn. A ghost with heartburn. But cooked? Perfect. Essential. Do not enjoy onions, they're never there. Alright, can you, Snart, name your top, let's say 5 most often foods that you eat? Or. Uranium, calcium, egg. You're funny. Wee wee. Need to start drinking. I love eggs. I wish I ate pizza more. Kids these days, SM my age. Wings are better. I think it's been past the 10-year mark since I first followed. I can't check specifics though since I deleted my old account. Do you remember what your old account was called? Angel's Hearts. Oh my god, yeah, yeah! I always think I'm gonna forget it, and then I don't. I remember. Oops, sorry. Sorry again. I'm so squeaky. I remember sitting in Skype calls. My gosh, that was a long time ago. I'm surprised that I don't know someone would stick around that long, especially And I've been so like inactive and inconsistent. I appreciate you. A guy called Matt, I think, and some others. Oh! Rassy? Matty Rass or something? Rassy Matt? He changed his, like, online handles a little bit. So, like, if I saw it, I'd know it's him, but I don't remember off the top of my head what he changed him to. Hey, I'm here for a long time, not a good time. Wait. Don't worry, guys, it's not the same. It's not the same, Matt. Hi, just joined in. Hi, welcome. I'm totally normal. This is a totally normal stream where normal things happen. You never know. What do you mean, Binky? The same Matt? Have I missed some lore? Over on the YouTube side of my streams, there's been a character who also joined the Discord and was very active. I'm surprised I haven't seen him for a couple of streams, actually. You don't want to know, bro. YouTube red flag TBH? What the heck? YouTube bros are thoughts? The wing part of the wing. Don't even start with the milk drinking. Nasty, nasty, nasty. I've been trying to draw like Mellow Kochan, but it looks like it's in between your art style and hers, and maybe mine. I was just thinking earlier of doing art study streams again, and I was thinking if you guys could like link either artists or art pieces that you like really like that we could like study together, I'd be down to do that. I love seeing, trying, learning new art things, art styles. Wrong. YouTube. Please do that, I'd love to watch. If you could like, I don't know, say it somewhere because I will absolutely forget after the stream who you're talking about. Like, DM me or like say it on Discord server if you're there. Something. Find me and we can examine together on stream someday. Loud, incorrect buzzer sounds? Oh, for milk is delicious? Yeah, you're so right. Draw on who? Draw on huh? Milk is the best though. Loud, incorrect buzzer. Extremely loud, incorrect buzzer sound. Oh dang it. Oh dang it. Yeah, why fuck with milk when you could fuck with drywall? DDT your drink at best. So true. So true. Only the real OGs chew on drywall. Milk should not be considered a drink. Agree. 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 My favorites are, we got water, we got coffee, we got aloe juice, matcha, harsh cope going on in the chat, says the guy that's coping the harshest. Matcha is mid? Okay, stop talking. Mod's better than that guy. The only good drink is Baja Blast. Oh man. That's how you know real gamers in the chat. Bottom of the barrel? You've never even had matchas. Don't even. Don't disgrace one of the best drinks of all time with your nonsense. Anyone who thinks coffee tastes good either only likes it for its awakening benefits, or their taste buds have been singed off. I love a good tasty bitter flavor. Also, coffee and chocolate, especially like dark chocolate, is the ultimate flavor combo. It does not get better. Almost as horrid as pumpkin spice or these goofy balls in the drink. Don't roast boba! Goofy ass balls in the drink. How you doing, fellow kids? That's what the TikTok Gen Z lingo is sending me. Pumpkin spice is the nectar of the white one born in fall. I don't mind pumpkin spice. I think I used to not like it so much, but it's grown on me, and I had a phase of like being a cinnamon fiend. This yes. Cinnamon. It's funny, I used to be a cinnamon hater. What can I say? It grew on me. Let me drink some Wawa. Dude, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Hell yeah. Is there a way to hide YouTube emotes? Damn. Never had Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's not easily available in the UK. Damn. Do y'all ever enjoy a good cinnamon toast? Cinnamon sugar toast? Hamster rave. It's really good. There's one day I just so happened to pop onto good old TikTok, even though I don't use it very often, and I was like, Sath, you have to see this right now. This is the best thing I've seen in my life. And I showed him Hamster Rave. And it's pretty good. Look this up right now. Oh my fucking god! Yes! 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 It's so good, isn't it? How did their legs do that? It's perfect. It's beautiful. Meow, 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 meow. 2 hours of hamster just going absolutely wild in their wheel. Exactly. Which is perfection. Hi, Squiddo! Good morning, South. Good morning, everyone else. Or good evening, everyone else. Yeah. Good evening. finally on the Discord. I had to leave some as I got the 100 server limit. It'd be like that. It'd be like that. Oh, good to have you back, bud. How does the one reach the 100 limit? VTubers do it so fast. Like, imagine you're the kind of VTuber, unlike me, who like actually participates and you like collaborate with a bunch of other people and follow a bunch of other people, and you hit that server limit fast if you're joining everybody's server. I'm told 100 is bigger than 4. It might be. It might be. I don't even think I've met 100 people in my life. I mean, if you're trying to broaden your horizons as a VTuber, there might be a chance you're joining a bajillion servers. I've known some people do. Good, people are horrible. Avoid them at all costs. Actually, guys, I just recorded I guess you could call it a rant video, a critique on shitty entitled VTubers. So that and Daniel Larson are up on the docket right now. Larson's is coming first. Here's some of the chosen few. I've reached the 100 limit because I'm in some servers for sentimental reasons. Others I can receive updates on games. Stuck in development hell, yeah. And then others that I join and never interact with. Dog. I do not have weapons. I prefer to, like, how do I put this? Like, I can only handle being active, like genuinely active in a Discord, like 1 or maybe 2 Discord servers at a time. Any more than that, I can't. I don't get how people do it. And so it sucks when you have, you know, friends who are also like creators or something and they have their own servers. And you join them because you want to support them and maybe even interact with them. But like you never really do because it's too much. It's too much. Discord is an overwhelming space. It is. You mean to tell me that I'm going to check all these people's servers all the time? Hell no. And I mute all the notifications. It drives me bonkers. Too many notifications, I'm like shitting my pants. This is the only server I'm active in. Hey, yo! Do I wireless? No, I don't. I have never shit myself. Got a couple that I just drop into to see random things and then ignore for more for a couple of months. I mean, relatable. I'm in like 20, but only real active in like 3. 2 for friend groups, 1 for my main game. Valid. Especially because so many servers need to have the most elaborate and indecipherable font/presentation. I get you. I wouldn't even have Discord if it wasn't for the Bun server. Really? Shucks. Haunted house bros, we stay winning. Used to hate Discord. I think I've been like 80 servers. I have no idea how many I'm in. I'm in the Stardew server, the VGen server, a couple of like practical things like for artists and such. I got a few friend group servers that I'm not active in because I'm not really like a part of that friend group very much. Like 1 or 2 people in that friend group talked to me and invited me, but don't really interact with me much on that server, so it just sits there. And I have a few friend group servers that I used to be active in because I love the people in there, and like I still do. But like I just told you guys earlier, if I'm in like active in more than 1 or 2 at a time, it's just like too much. Why are you in them then? So I don't feel bad. Because if I just leave I feel bad, so I like wait a little bit, make sure I've been like inactive for long enough to be like, yep, see, that's totally valid, leave. So that I don't hear anything from anyone. I don't wanna hear shit. You know? Then I'm in a bunch of Final Fantasy Discords. Some of them like venues made by players, though I've left most of those. A lot of modders. Servers. I'm in a couple of merch order discords. I'm in half of the discords only for the emotes. I mean, kind of same. Some of them I kind of stick around for because I like the emotes and I use them a lot. Which is funny because I just ended my nitro. Never had nitro. Oh, I forgot to do her hand over here. Do 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 do. Some Discord features that Nitro provides, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool, and then I see the price and I'm like, not that price cool. No thank you. Only $10 a month or something like that, or $15, which is obnoxious. And that's like not including your normal sub, I think? I forget. I'd have to look again, but I kind of don't want to. You could call me a brokey if you want, but I don't know, some things it just like pisses me off. Like, even if I had fuck you money, I don't even know that I'd participate, because like, who do you think you are? Charging something like that for like something so simple and stupid. You could buy Hollow Knight for 15? Yeah, I'd rather buy a game. Get some use out of it, some mileage out of it. Instead of like a tag that's like not that necessary. Watch your money, there's poor people around. But Divinity 2 Original Sin for like 12 or 15. It's me on poor people, so real. If only someone would play with me. Silence, sir. Your time will come. Would you rather buy the best game ever created by the humankind or useless subscription to a shit app? That reminds me, I'm about to be hit with a cute and quirky bill I can't afford. Teehee. The day I can pay that off, I'll be so friggin' happy. Binky's Hollow Knight infection is spreading. Recently I started a new playthrough, but I'm early enough in that I wouldn't mind restarting and playing together. Playing what, Hollow Knight? Cause I've never played personally. No, Divinity. Ah. Soma. Be so honest, does his hand look fucked up? Okay, 다요. Yeah, that. No! So. Huh? Define fucked up. Does it look like a hand? Hand looks cutely fucked up, you're good. I think I could work with that. Yes, I can identify it as a hand. Okay, works for me. The knuckles are a little too high. Plus, they're not even supposed to have hands. The devs just lost their balls and refused to give them hooves. Nightshade? What's Nightshade? Try to move my phone more in front of my face. It's a software you use that changes color values of an image in certain ways that are really hard to see. Makes it so your other images you upload can be used as training data for AI. Oh, yeah. I have heard. Oh, whoa! Baguette, I haven't heard from you in a while. I'm so happy to see that you still stream. Thank you for raiding. Welcome. Howdy. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Welcome, raiders. I'm Yuki Buns, your pure of heart, double Arse Ghost Bunny Vtuber. I art and I play games and I yap. Today I'm drawing horse girls. Uma Musume, you bet your socks. You bet your buns. Hashigame, hashigame, Uma Musume. Someday I want to cover Uma Pyoi Legend, but I haven't like properly sang in a long time, and I feel like my voice sounds like doo-doo poopy. Which I mean, I'm sure just doing it again would fix that problem, but I just haven't really. Looking, hashiri dashin. Oh, no. It's a gotcha. It's inherently hateable. You're gonna get the cute girl enjoyers army after you, Binky. I need to start doing an animated emote for someone, but animating is so hard. What do you use to animate? Krita, I'm trying to learn CSP though. Are you just doing it frame by frame? Yeah, frame by frame. I mean, that's... I mean this with respect and love. That's kind of an outdated way of doing it, and it's a lot more work to do it that way. My preferred method, you know, after getting into VTubing and stuff, is using Live 2D. And it's like it's a matter of you draw some parts and then you rig them up to move and then you set the movements. And I find it to be ideal for like little things like emotes, icons, little things. So perhaps look into that if it might make the process easier for you. Not paying means you won't have access to everything though, like the characters, especially since they're shitting out new ones at a frighteningly fast pace. True, but you don't need everything anyways. Most characters are side grades, and cards beyond your decent set is just for pay piggies. I guess. I'm still stuck on the $500 price tag though, that's actually bonkers. That's something that came from me. That's not like necessarily a fair term or fair price to like think about. It's just like the worst. And it's not like a price that you could just drop all at once. That's chump change compared to other games where you have to push hard to stay competitive. I know I could rig, but my experience is already limited and I'm using it for practice, so I kind of need to do this as I want to get good with frame-by-frame animation. Fair enough, fair enough. Still, you shouldn't charge over 100 for stuff in a game. Beautiful saying it, meanwhile making incoherent noises. My fear is a lot of times they eventually start to punish the free-to-players in some way. It happened with Cookie Run, Kingdom, and Genshin Impact, for example. At first being free-to-play was fine, but then it just became unfair. Power creep is natural. The monthly, weekly challenges in Genshin or Wuthering Waves are prime examples. They get harder and harder with mechanics that are handcrafted for new characters. Like, after 2 years playing Genshin, I realized I had like 15% of the 5-star characters, which means I'm missing out on so much. FOMO! I'm so happy Animal Crossing is getting an update and I have an excuse to play it again. It's actually like perfect timing, because it's like, it's struggle time for me, and being able to do something like in the comfort of my bed that doesn't make me feel bad is nice. It's boring to play the same characters all the time because I can't get new ones. Fair enough. I've decided at the moment with Horse Girls Incorporated that I'm just gonna spark farm. Because trying to train horses to be like PvP acceptable horses is making my anus hurt. But at least with like Uma Musume, you could still be a fan without playing the game. Like, there's an anime, and I think there might even be like a comic book, so you could read or watch or partake, and you don't have to be like a super sweaty mobile game player, and still can enjoy what the series has to offer. And learn lore about the horses. Something in the code that makes new players more lucky in the polls, bro. That, I'd believe that. I really would. They were there again after the monkey fiasco? Please explain. I used to get so lucky when I first started playing, and when I made a new account I get that same luck. Oh man. They want to get you hooked, give you a taste, so you'll come back for more. And then when you're missing out, you'll spend your money. Farmed for an entire week, wished 200 times total for a carrot, and got jack shit. Rip. Vinky is never recuperating. Vinky's taking that passion to the grave. I love that for her. Wanna see my hard pity? It's on 2 different banners, rip. Even Lady Luck sims for Binky. Hello, hello. Hello, Miss Tata. What the fuck, Shackle? Y'all talking about gambling games disguised as cute waifus? Yes, of course. I mean, you see with your seeing eyes what I'm drawing. Gambling? It's gotcha! It's gambling. Bro says sign me up, goodness gracious. Yeah, reader. Which in return made them give refunds, which led to the first pity system in Gacha. Wait, what? Was that in Genshin? Oh, before you dork. Sorry, I can't say it. Scroll scrolly. Monkey Gate. Monkey Gate. I see. Monkey Gate was back in the day when the Chinese zodiac animal character Grand Blue Fantasy came out, and she had 3 or 6% drop rate. People spent hundreds on her. Some people didn't get her, and people went bananas, which in turn made them give refunds, which led to the first pity system in Gacha. Goodness gracious. At least you read something, give her some credit. Sometimes, you know, I look up, I see shit, I look down, I'm doing my drawing thing, and enough conversation happens, I look up and it might have moved up enough for me to not see it, and I don't realize that there's something I missed. Please forgive me. Kick Sweet Twirl's hair. You'd forgive me, right? You'd forgive me, please? Text-to-speech was great for that. Yeah, remember the days. Oh my god, I want to play Animal Crossing. You're motivating me to draw again, darn you, Yugi. Drawing is the best! I want to get back into Animal Crossing, but New Horizons didn't hit as hard as New Leaf? What, really? What? Also, why the frick frack is I... Why am I cropped like this? It's cutting off my ears. Stinky doo-doo boy. Bruh. Like, New Leaf was so banger, but I was so hype for Horizons, and it was the first game I pre-ordered, and it came out at the perfect time because of the lockdown, and there's so many cool new features that the game just never had before, and quality of life updates. Also, literally just started drawing some landscape stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Better at drawing people than I am environments. Hats off to environment drawers. That's like the worst part that I'm fearing for when I start comic drawing. We could do an art VC. Yeah. Haven't played since 3 months after New Horizons came out. Oh my god. I have I have over 1,000 hours in it. Got a new game that could be fun to play with everyone, kind of like Arctic, but not Arctic. It's not for drawing. Wouldn't put it past Nintendo to have created COVID just so that Animal Crossing and the Switch sold really well. And then next week, what is it? It's a Jackbox Games? Oh, I have a bunch of those. Jerome hates them. Not that he really plays with us anymore anyways, but... even when he could, like, before he had a stroke, he wasn't a fan. I wanted to draw manga once, but I'm dreadfully left-handed on both hands. As a lefty, it takes deep offense to that comment. English is not my first language, so you can't be mad at me, surely. Can't wait for the gun violence game mode. Oh my god, you even bought a drawing tablet? No way. Which Jackbox games do you have, Lo? I have, I think 4, 5, and 6. I did some cheap 70€ one. I have the adjustment back. Alright, I'll work on that. Oh. I mean, we already have a crow person, so why not a snail person in the friend group? I have 4 and I can't remember the other one. Rip. The crow already has the crow persona, I'll never forget him. Yeah, he seems to really like birds. Especially crows. Per krona. Per krona. Soggy bird? Friends, would you like to see shorts on YouTube of clips of like the funny moments or interesting moments on streams? Crossplay? Crossplay Santa? Sure, why not? Word. Okay, be right back. I'm gonna get ready for bed. He's getting ready for beddy. I know, I be in too many shorts with how hilarious I am. Crossplay Stardew. Oh. No, you can't. It has to be on the same, like, console. Damn, low hit him with the ew. I feel shunned. Poor buddy. I don't know, man. Freaking consoles are about to be the way to be with how PC prices are looking. If I open Steam on my phone, you're gonna be able to play Stardew there? Oh man. I tried to do the stupid link thing with, motherfucking, Steam on your phone. It wouldn't work. Everything's going up in price, dog, but frickin' RAM and graphics cards especially. Like, the average consumer base is not gonna be able to purchase the higher end stuff anymore. Oops, gotta go. She's gotta go shit. And do you need a graphics card? To do what I do? Yeah. Buy the GameCube. It'll be just as much as the new consoles coming out. Gonna get dinner. What do you mean shit? Well, you said oops. Where are you going? Girl, take a hint. Teehee, yep, there it is. Oh my gosh, have fun when you do that. Tell us all about it, or else. Or else. Loads gun. Single tear falls down cheek. So true, Binky. Me when low visits Squid and not me. It's a Mitch. I handed a handheld console a few days ago that can emulate some GameCube and PS2 games. It's been really nice to play the Pokemon Coliseum on. Nice. I tried emulating on my phone, but it's a little bit ass because it doesn't, like, the sound isn't particularly great if you're like wanting to have YouTube videos on in the background or something, and I can't remember, but I think it's also not great if you're in a call. Like, the audio doesn't work. And sometimes audio is so essential. That, and I really wanted to do DS games, but Nintendo is such a freaking dingbat about their, like, features on their at-the-time console, where their games, like, need you to use whatever cool feature it has at the time, and with the DS Lite is like the microphone and touchscreen stuff, which you can do on the phone, but you can't use your microphone sometimes, like if you're in a call. Or like, what if I don't want to? Just like point blank period, snap snap, head sway. Not very accessible. Like, what if you were mute? Blow into the microphone. How about blow into my fist? I also mod my 3DS to emulate old DS games and ROM hacks. Always on jury duty to keep me sane. Oh man. I'm really lucky. I was summoned for jury duty once after I got my driver's license, and I completely forgot about it. But luckily my group number was dismissed, so I didn't have to go anyway. So I would not have gotten fined. Thank the Lord. My parents were pissing me off so bad because they're like, blah blah blah, don't sign up to vote if you don't want to ever have to do jury duty. And then when I got my driver's license, I got jury duty, and I had never ever signed up to vote before that. I didn't even know how. And I got a jury duty summons. And they're giving me like endless shit. Like, well, that's what happens when you sign up to vote. I've never voted! Never! At least at the time. Since then, I voted once. Funnily enough, after registering to vote, I didn't get any jury duty summons. God, my parents can be so freaking irritating in that sort of way. They're the kind of people where it's like, whatever logic that they have probably used to be the case at some point, but isn't anymore. But they're so gung-ho about it. Like, that couldn't have possibly changed. They're so annoying and stubborn. Just like generic old people, which is like, it's so funny because I feel like their generation was also the type to be like, oh, I can't stand how stubborn like old people are. Like, okay, bud. Okay, dude. I bitch about how like particular and stubborn their parents are. Okay, dude. They called me for jury duty one time, and they kept canceling it and telling me to go to work after having canceled my students already. Damn. L parents always sign up to vote. I mean, it's funny because, like, they would want me to vote. They would want me to be a good citizen. But the problem, though, is they just accept that I should have to, like, suck it up about having to do jury duty, but they don't understand that the two things are not correlated. It's maddening. My mom is also one of those people that is just insanely just gung-ho about processed food being the cause of autism. As if autism hasn't been a thing long before processed food. Drives me bananas. We thankfully don't have to do jury duty though. Oh, trust me, I am. Had to wait an entire week in a room before I got put on a case, and it wasn't a fun case. Oh fuck, your mom is a nutcase. My dude, you're just not figuring this out? I guess to be fair, he hasn't been on Minecraft to see the lore drops. I don't think I've talked about it as extensively on stream as I had in Minecraft. Oh, you're right. I just remembered he fucking hates us. Nah, I ate one chicken nugget from McDonald's and I caught autism. They're really, it's so irritating because after becoming more educated on what ADHD is in recent years, it's become very apparent to me that, like, all of my family probably has it. And my parents are stuck in, like, that, I don't know, like, early 2000s mindset that, like, doctors are just chomping at the bit to put kids on medication, and it's not a disease, it's just a kid being a kid. Kids like to move around. And it's just such a huge misunderstanding of what ADHD is. Your mom's onto something. I mean, I used to kind of buy into it too. To a degree, like, not necessarily like autism or ADHD or anything like that, but I feel like there are probably some issues that are caused by what your mom eats when you are in utero. But she's like, she and my dad are convinced that you, like, well, not catch autism, but you can, like, develop it. She was like, I didn't used to be like this. Ma'am? Ma'am. That's not how that works. Which kind of sucks because, you know, sometimes my parents can be really progressive and be on the right side of things. But then they just do and say stupid shit like that. ADHD isn't a disease, but it's surely not just a kid being a kid. It's just, oh my god. So, I don't know if you guys recall, I don't know if you're old enough or young enough or whatever the heck, or if this is an American thing, I don't know. But the narrative about ADHD in, like, the early 2000s, maybe even, like, the 2010s, was like, ADHD is just some make-believe diagnosis. And I used to, like, think that too. I used to think it was, like, a correct way to think about it. And that, like, it's just putting overactive boys with no self-control on medication. And then once I realized that it's way different than that, and that I probably have it, I was like, oh! So trying to explain to my dad that whenever he says bad stuff about gay people, that even though I'm not homosexual, those comments he's making includes me because I'm in that community. Man. Chippy. That's why misinformation and ignorance is so dangerous. Yeah. Man, it boggles the mind. It gives me hemorrhoids. he sometimes giving, like, honestly talking to my mom is so annoying because she takes it in a different direction. Like, years ago, I told my mom, hey, I'm looking into perhaps selling my eggs. And then she goes on a spiel about how she is glad she didn't abort me, even though that might have been an adoption, or put me up for adoption. And was like, saying all this as if it's in response to what I just said. And I'm just standing there like, question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright, cool, what the hell does that have to do with what I said? And she says it with such conviction and like goes on and on that you can't even get a word in edgewise to be like, oh, okay, well, what does that have to do with the conversation? So I can't tell it, like, are you misunderstanding what I'm saying? Or you just want to yap about something mildly tangential with no easing into it? Just shoves that thing in, no lube. But it's the same way, like, oh my god. I said something, this could maybe get me cancelled on Twitter.com for saying this. But I explained to my mom that, I don't know if explain is even a good word, because I said the sentence that I'm about to say and did not have any chance to elaborate before she just started talking. But I said to her, I've grown to not particularly care for Muslim people. And then she just starts yapping about how she loves Muslim women's makeup, which is great. And like, sure, I agree, they're beautiful makeup, but I didn't get the chance to elaborate. And what I would have followed up with next is particularly Muslim men. But I don't know. Maybe she thinks I'm on a racism path. Maybe she'll forget. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. But I didn't really get to, like, elaborate. Without context, it does sound kind of bad. You would need to explain that. Twitter's just racist now anyways. I mean, you know, Twitter's Twitter. Please do elaborate on what I'm saying. Man, no, that might get me into trouble. Well, how do I explain? Because it's not like a fully formed, like, thought and opinion. I'm not seeing somebody who is potentially Muslim without proof and being like, that person doesn't deserve human rights. Like, that's not how it is. And I certainly hope people aren't that way, but it's like, a lot of, like, important ideals that they're very passionate about, I don't stand for, and puts people at risk. And I'm perfectly willing to say that I don't care if someone calls me what's the word? Islamophobic or something. But it's mostly just like fellas. Because a lot of what I don't like has to do with how women are treated. Women and girls. That's primarily my beef. I too am not so hyped about the whole women have half the brain as men and the no word for she, use it instead. Okay, I'm going to eat words now. Have a good snooze! Do you mean things like the purity culture that exists within Islamic faith and such? Do you want me to like really dive into it? Because I think in some ways it is really lovely. I mean, a lot of religions and beliefs have a lot of lovely things that are actually genuinely like they're good. They keep people in line in like a good way. You know, you're being like a good person. All religions have good and bad IMO. I mean, yeah. At least the major ones. Shouldn't be taboo to speak about the bad. Exactly. But the thing is the problem with, Islam in how it pertains to, like, Western culture is just so severely incompatible that it causes more issues than it does, like, help out people in need. In my humble onion. That's just my 2 cents. In purity culture, it's like the way women have less rights, the way they are treated, the way that they're married off as young as like 8 years old, the way that they are not able to experience childhood, womanhood, the way that they're supposed to. They're painted as inherently sexual beings, which isn't very nice. I do say that, like, I admire the choice of women to, like, cover themselves up with hijab or whatever the heck. Like, that's awesome. If you choose that, that's really power to you. But if it's something that's, like, enforced in a disgusting way, I'm not particularly jazzed about it. Like, there are really disgusting, brutal crimes happening from Islamic men in Western countries, like in Europe right now, they're just doing horrific things, horrific crimes, and hurting people because they're not abiding by their personal beliefs and Islam and stuff. Like, women just being out doing their thing, not wearing hijabs and stuff, and then they're like attacking and hurting people, just minding their own business. I think that's horrific. I think it's really sad. And then they're wanting to, like, oh god, it's a huge shame. It really is. Like, it feels different than other major religions that, you know, like a comparison Christianity, though Christianity has definitely done some real awful shitty things. Like, the average Christian today, I don't think would brutally harm someone just randomly out on the street for not being Christian or not following their values, and it, like, being, like, not, like, a completely, like, unusual thing. You know what I mean? Like, they might bitch and moan that someone's not a Christian like them, but, like, it's, I don't know, like, they're not as bad at the moment. Christians are way too soft nowadays, I am No, no, no. I really like the parts, of course I do, but I like the parts of religions like Christianity where it gives you a path to follow. It gives you something to yearn for. It gives you faith and hope. I think people should have that. But I don't like when religions stray from that. And I don't like when people encourage other people, religion or not, just do shitty things. With the exception of putting young people abusers in wood chippers' feet first. But I mean, if you're just an average Joe walking on the street, as long as you're not harming anybody in any sort of way, there shouldn't be an issue, right? I mean, that's kind of the stuff I'd say if she'd let me talk, but my mom's a yapper. She's not like a conversationalist. You don't simply have a conversation with my mom, you get talked at. Some Christians are more focused on getting into heaven than actually being good people, that's true. If you need the threat of eternal suffering to act right, then you've got a problem. True. That and, some people are more focused on what other people are doing. Which is ironic because I feel like that's the most, like, anti-Christian thing ever. It's... You're not supposed to play God. You're not supposed to pass judgment on others. That's not your job. Your job is to just be here, live your life, be a good person, love thy neighbor, and people are too focused about being pissed off on what other people do. Bro, stay in your own lane. If they're not, like, actually hurting you, like, for instance, you know, I want, like, if I have children, I want them to be safe. I want them to be safe, educated, creative. And if something is interfering with that, I'd have a problem. I'd probably do something about it. But I'm not gonna sit there, call them a bad person, tell them that they're going to hell, and potentially harm them in some sort of way about it. Antisocial behavior should be shown though. Bro, says the most antisocial guy. Silence. I just think people should be good to each other to a degree. I mean, like, other people aren't your responsibility, but I mean, like, they're not your responsibility. If they're shitty people, it's not your responsibility. You can bitch and moan about it, but it's not like your responsibility. It's not your job. And that's why I kind of dislike, generally. It's of course not all, you know, situational, but for the most part I probably don't like Muslim men, or like Indian men, or people that just like treat women in a bad way. And it's not like the title that gets me feeling that way, it's the actions. If you're harming people, women, children, I probably don't like you very much. If you're not hurting people, then we're cool. We're cool. You know what I mean? Well, most people need you to follow their religion to have a cohesive society. Is it your fault not doing so? My brain is like refusing to comprehend what you said. I'm so sorry. The tiredness is kicking me. I think this is probably where I put in the pin for tonight, where I declare no more cohesive conversations from me. Cohesion has left the chat, at least for me. I'm entering the EP zone. You just like the established culture more so than the people. True. And it's not even like the established culture as a whole. Because like I said before, there's some aspects about like Islam that's really nice. And like for some people it really saves their lives. It turns them around, makes them good people in some ways, but there's just some things that are so horrific. But for the most part, it's on like an individual basis. But like if I catch you being a shit person on an individual basis, you're an individual that I don't like. Like forcing to marry off an 11-year-old girl to an adult man. You're a monster. And whatever adults like involved in that deserve the wood chipper feet first. I mean, my view on religion isn't a positive one. I don't think religion's role in history is one that can be forgiven. That is fair. I won't fault someone for being born in a religious household and perpetuating that religion, but I would happily allow religion to lose all of its power. I mean, true. I don't feel like religion should be a governing body. It should just be an individual force that gives you hope and faith and some values, and having a community that aligns with that is also nice and lovely, but it shouldn't be a governing force, if that makes sense. Ding. 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 Astrology. People get really passionate about astrology. Yeah. Passion can be a beautiful thing. We can use our passion as human beings to drive us in amazing directions. You would say it's the misogynistic and pedarstic practices within religion that you have an issue with, and the people's choice to engage in those behaviors. I mean, pretty much. I mean, no matter what you believe in, as an individual, you have some monochrome of frickin' free will. You have choice. What you choose to do is how I'm judging you. Judge, 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 judge. Judgy, judgy, judge. Pederastic. But I feel like if someone just asked me offhandedly, just a simple question, do you like Muslim people? My answer would be probably no, because it's, you know, how I just explained for little past 30 minutes. But it sounds so bad when it's so short. You know, just probably not. It depends on the context. So that simple answer would get me into so much trouble. And which I kind of get, because imagine you're like a Muslim person and you're just chilling, minding your own business, and you like hear my dumbass say that and then go, well, what the hell did I do? I didn't do shit. Which could be fair, maybe you didn't do shit, but that probably also means that it doesn't apply to you. Quite possibly. Very much differs from religion to religion, though. Some mutilate children at birth and others marry off 6-year-old to their uncle. Those are gross. Plenty of religions that are mostly harmless to annoying, others abhorrent. Have difficulties understanding how it could help to understand literally anything. Huh? Abrahamic religions are definitely the biggest culprits. I don't hate astrology, I like science. Oh, I see. Talk about astrology. I also enjoy science, Bringy. Never been into astrology for numerous reasons. I understand. Astrology, I enjoy sometimes, and other times I'm like, alright. Like, as a concept, it's so fun and interesting. But sometimes in practice, I'm just like, huh? Huh? You can't pick and choose what you believe about science. It's not a subjective thing. Science is closest to the truth. Which is funny, I used to feel the same way as Binky about that. But science is subjective, unfortunately. And science changes over time. There's plenty of times, frequently, what we know and understand and believe to have been matter of fact ends up not being true. I mean, some things, it is what it is. Simple as that. It's true. But I feel like for so many things, we end up finding out like, oh, well, that's actually not the case. A lot of it also, it depends on like privilege. And I hate to say that, but like if you got money, you got power, then you're able to have the backing to do the research, to find the answers, you know. And if you are more biased in one way than the other, chances are that you're gonna find the answers for what you're looking for, essentially. No matter how subjective you're trying to be. Especially for just American research. It's so money hungry. I choose whimsy. Let's go whimsy! Science is very much adaptable to the truth. You can pick and choose what you release or study. I like when astrology is co-opted by fantasy media. Its mystical nature fits very well into the world of magic. I agree. I like when astrology is incorporated in some way into, you know, magical-based fiction, which is actually something that I am doing with a series of mine. But it's not like super astrology like focused, but it just has little elements in it where like if you knew astrology enough, you'd be like, hey! But it's not like shoving astrology down anyone's throats if they don't, like, actively know what's going on. Reminds me of big tobacco suppressing studies that showed how unhealthy smoking is and then released exceptionally cherry-picked ones that said it's actually healthy. Yeah. Sometimes science gets skewed and bent to fit a narrative. True. The astrology is science to some degree, though. Astrology isn't just about like the woo-woo horoscopes and stuff. Astrology is a lot about the movement of the planets and how that can affect us as people on Earth. Like, I know a lot of astrology is, oh, I'm an Aquarium. Then you could safely differentiate between reading cards and exploring the stars. I mean, astrology is vast in that way. You said choice or like food. Correct. That's what most people think of when you say astrology. But astrology is much more than that. Yeah, when it's much more than that. Yeah, exactly. I suppose I'm the only paleontology enjoyer here. Can you explain what paleontology is real quick? Because I'm trying to double check if that means what I think it is. It's one of those things I haven't engaged with in a hot minute that I'm not sure I'm thinking about it correctly. Equally as real? I'm not saying it's equally as real, as personally, but there is some reality to it. Particularly like the position of planets and stars and what it means for us. You know what? I'm willing to accept that I'm wrong though. I'm just some bitch. Dinosaurs. Oh! Dinosaurs are cool. Study of the prehistoric. Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I misunderstood. It'd be like that. Also, don't with your passionate conversations, don't trust me. Because like I said earlier, I'm in the sleepy zone. My logic might be borked. I could say something now, and then tomorrow I could think about it and be like, what the... No? Don't trust me. A 2017 Pew Research Center poll determined that more than 1 in 4 Americans believe in astrology. Burger Bros, your response. Well, like I said, astrology is the transit of the planets and The stars, the constellations. So it's more than just like personality traits and horoscopes. Though probably the vast majority of astrology enjoyers are those types of people. It's whatever. But I think it's fair to equate astrologism, if that's the correct way to put it, to religion. If that's how we got there. It shapes your beliefs, your directions in life, the way that you interact with the world and people. I think that it's fair to call that a religion. This girl I dated in high school would get mad at me for a horoscope. That's a red flag. But yes, both fall under spiritualism or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Brap. Like, astrology takes a lot of study and math because they literally calculate where every planet was positioned based on when and where you were born. Yeah. There's no proof to astrology. There's definitely proof of how the planets move. Maybe what that means to most astrology enjoying people is bananas, but there's certainly proof that the planets move in certain ways. That's astronomy. Astronomy is part of astrology, right? It's proof for astronomy because of science. I mean, that's part of astrology, isn't it? Like, hold up, let me do a Goog, because I'm actually not sure. Is astronomy part of astrology? Okay, I am wrong. Astrology is the girl stuff. Okay, so I was wrong. Google says, and this is like yeah, I believe it. So, astronomy is science. We're studying the physical universe, stars, planets, galaxies, phenomena, and observation using scientific methods, whereas astrology interprets how the celestial objects influence human affairs and earthly events. But I thought that astrology also included, like, such and such planet or moon is close enough or moves in a way that can influence certain things. And I'm not talking about, like, moods, but I mean, like, maybe we're more likely to get, like, tsunamis or, like, whatchamacallits. Not like power outages, but like when stuff gets, like, briefly fuckety-wuckety because of, you know, like a solar flare. 'Cause you know, radiation. I'm explaining this like a doo-doo head. Like I probably sound like the world's biggest idiot, but I hope you know what I'm saying. I thought that that also is part of astrology. My mistake. That is astronomy. Okay. So that is included in the astronomy sphere, but not the astrology sphere. I get it. Look at these cutie patooties. Y'all rate my art. Alright, this piece of her outfit is going to get a pattern. Went to town on that armpit. Armpit bros, our thoughts? I'm just kidding. How do I want to do this? Both are really cute, and actually Haru Urara is the cutest. Oh my goodness. We got a Haru enjoyer in the chat. Haru Stan, as they call it, in the chat. Let's see. How do I make it contiguous? No. Good enough. Sorry, I was locked in. think I should start wrapping this stream up. Homies. Bread Enjoyer is back. Okay. I'm gonna skedaddle. But for my close homies. Closer homies. I guess anybody. I'll briefly be in VC while I do the background and finishing touches on this bad boy. After I have a little snacky poo. I respect your wrong opinion. Oh shit. Anywho, thank you everybody for hopping in today. I'll be back tomorrow again for more art, actually. But I'm gonna be working on a commission. I'll see you there. Be there or be square. Be good. Eat ass.